Hello children, good morning. Today we are going to start with exercise 21 question 8. So here you can see the question is there on the screen. Now according to the question, it is said that a letter is chosen at random from the word trigonometry. Find the probability that the letter is a vowel, a T or O, neither M or N. Just remember children, whenever it is trigonometry, the word is trigonometry, that time just remember that you have to select all the letters, whether it is repeated, it doesn't matter, you have to select everything. Okay, so now in the next slide we are going to write the sample space. So the sample space is trigonometry, so we have to list all the letters of the word. Okay, um, therefore, this number of sample space becomes 12 if you count the letters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, number of sample space is 12. You have to find the probability that it is a vowel. So, vowel is A, E, I, O, U. So, you can see that here it is I, O, O. So, we have listed both the O's and E. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, the number of events is 4. And therefore the probability of a vowel is number of even upon number of sample space, that is 4 upon 12, and when you cancel it, 4 ones are 4 threes are, so the answer, that is the probability, is equal to 1 upon 3. Children, till here it's clear. Now we go to the next part of the question, a T or O. Now here you can see in the word trigonometry there are two T's, so we listed two T's. Then there are two O's, so we have listed two O's. So the number of events becomes 4. Probability that it is T or, as it is or, remember that whenever the word or is there, you know, both the possibilities you have to include. So both T and both O you are going to include. But if it is and, T and O, then it will be 0 possibility, because both conditions cannot be satisfied in one possibility. So whenever word or is there, both. Whenever word and is there, it has to be one possibility satisfying one event satisfying both the conditions. Okay, so number of event upon number of sample space, that is 4 upon 12. 4 ones are 4 threes are, so it's 1 upon 3. After that, event is neither M nor N. Neither M nor N means you want to delete this possibility. So M and N, you can see in the letter trigonometry word, when we have listed, it is 1 M and 1 N. So we want to delete this possibility. That means out of 12, two possibilities we are going to omit whenever word neither and nor is there, and not also. Okay, so 12 minus 2 is 10. So number of event is equal to 10. Now probability that neither M nor N, number of event upon number of sample space, that is 10 upon 12. And when you cancel, 2 5s are 2 6s are, so the answer becomes 5 upon 6. Okay children, now we go to the next question. In the next question it is said, a bag contains red and yellow balls. Out of this, 24 are yellow balls and the remaining is red. So the total number of balls also are not given. So you have to assume that the number of balls, yellow balls, because see what they have said is 24 balls are yellow and the remaining are red. So if you say that the number of red balls be X, okay, so you can write the total number of balls or in the bag are 24 plus X. So one ball is chosen at random and the probability that it is yellow is 6 upon 13. Find the number of red balls. So now here let the yellow balls, let the number of red balls be X, and number of yellow balls is given to us as 24. So total number of balls is 24 plus X. Now the probability that the ball is yellow is 6 upon 13. So to find the number of red balls, we have to find the number of red balls. So now event yellow balls is equal to 24. So number of event is equal to 24 for the yellow balls. Why we are doing that? Because probability for yellow ball is given to us. So that will help us to find x, because sample space is 24 plus x. Okay. So probability of yellow ball is 6 upon 13. That is equal to 24 upon 24 plus x. Now we'll cancel from the numerator. 6 ones are 6 fours are 24. 13 into 4 is equal to 24 plus x, because when we multiply 1 into 24 plus x, cross multiplication, so we get 24 plus x is equal to 13 into 4, that is 52. So 24 plus x is equal to 52. So now we take this 24 to this side of the equal to sign, so it becomes 52 minus 24, and the answer for that is 28. Okay children, now we go to the next part. The next question is question 30. So what is the probability that one number is picked from a set of two-digit numbers is a multiple of 2 and 7, and one digit is thrice the other? So now here you have to list the sample space, as they have said that it's a two-digit number. So two-digit number starts from 10, because till 9 it is one digit. So starts with 10 and ends at 99. Now you understand that 10 numbers are deleted, because 1 to 100 is 100 numbers, and from this 100 number, because 100 is not there and 1 to 9 is not there, so 1 to 9, 9 numbers, and 100 is the 10th number, so 10 numbers are deleted from the set. So sample space is equal to 100 minus 10, that is equal to 90. Now we have to find that the probability, the number which you are picking is a multiple of 2 and 7 children. So whenever it is word and, one possibility that it's a multiple of both the numbers. Okay, possibility should be such that it should be the multiple of 2, means it should be in the table of 2, and it should be in the table of 7 as well. So we have to select from this particular 10 to 99, in between 10 to 99, such numbers which are in the table of 2 as well as in the table of 9. Okay. So let's see, a multiple of 2 and 7, you can see 14 comes in both the table, 28 both the table, 42 both the table. Now how you have to identify this? What you have to do is you write the table of 2. So orally also you can say 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6. And when you're orally saying, just make sure that you pick out those numbers which are also falling in the table of 7. Like when you're saying 2 sevens are 14. So 14 is there definitely, because 2 and 7 is multiplied. Now after that, when you move further, 2 tens are 20, and then 2 twelves are 24, and 2 12s are 26, and 2 12s are 24, 2 13s are 26, sorry, 2 14s are 28. So you know that 28, and it comes in the table of 7. So when you go on telling the table of 2 or table of 7, pick out such numbers which are coming in the table of another number which is given to you. So accordingly you make the list. Now in the list you can see that these are the numbers which are there. So how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So number of events becomes 7. Now probability that a number is a multiple of 2 and 7 is number of event upon number of sample space. That is 7 upon 90, because 90 is our sample space. So 7 upon 90. Now you have to check if you can cancel this. 7 ones are, is it possible to cancel? No. So just keep it like that, because you cannot further simplify it. After that, we go to the next part of the question. In the next part of the question, you can see one digit is thrice of the other. That means in two-digit number, one digit is thrice of the other. Means when you multiply this 1 with 3, you should get the second digit of the number. So if you're writing 1, you can see 13, because the other digit is thrice. Here 3 on 1, you have to write the number the digit which was there in the tens place. Now it will go in the units place, and the number digit which was there in the units place now will be shifted to the tens place. So reverse also you have to write. Now the next number which we have selected is 26, because see, now once you write 1 into 3, so 13, reverse 31. Now select the second number, that is 2. So 2 into 3 is 6. So 26 and 62. Okay. Then 3. 3 into 9 is 39. So reverse of that is 93. 4 if you select. 4 threes are 12. It cannot be two-digit number. So now ignore after 4 onwards. So these are the numbers now which you have selected, that the one digit is thrice of the other. Now you can see in the event there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers. So number of event is 6. So now when you are writing the probability that one digit is thrice of the other, number of event upon number of sample space is 6 upon 90. Now what you do is you cancel this with, you have to simplify it in such a way that it will be divisible by the same number. So what we have done is we have selected 3. 3 twos are 6, 3 threes are 9, 0. 2 upon 30 we get. Again we can divide, because 2 ones are 2 ones are 2, 1 carry over, 2 fives are 10. So 1 upon 15. Okay. Now once you are done, this is your final answer, because you cannot further simplify it. Now we go to the next question. In the next question, this type of question, children, we have done that when the frequency is given and the value is given for which, because the coins are tossed, 2 coins are tossed 100 times. So 100 times it is tossed, and 28 times you get 0 heads, and 52 times you get 1 head, and 20 times you get 2 heads. So frequency is given, so you have to write with respect to frequency whenever frequency is given the sample space. So now here you can see 2 coins are tossed. So whenever 2 coins are tossed, that time when you're writing the uh, uh, you are not going to take that 2 raised to 2. The reason is frequency is given, don't get confused. So your frequency of no heads is given to you as 28, 1 head is given to you as 52, and 2 heads is given to you as 20. So your number of sample space is equal to 52 plus 20 plus 28, and when you add you get 100. So that's what it was said, that 100 times it is tossed. So your sample space is 100. Now probability of getting 1 head you have to find. So probability of getting 1 head, as you can see that the frequency of 1 head is given to us as 52. So that becomes our number of event. So 52 upon 100, when you cancel, 2 twos are 4, 1 carry over, 2 six are 12, 2 fives are 10, 0. 2 ones are 2 threes are 6, 2 twos are 4, 1 carry over, 2 fives are 10. So it is 13 upon 25, children. That is the probability of 1 head. Okay. Now we go to the next. Next they have said that the probability at most 1 head. Sorry. The probability at most 1 head. So whenever it is at most 1 head, I have told you at most, whenever word is there, that 1 head becomes the maximum capacity. Now you have to write 1 head or no head. Okay, because below that is no head. So now 1 head or no head is the frequency what you're going to write. So no head, the frequency is 28. 1 head, the frequency is 52. So 28 plus 52 is 80. So number of event is 80. So probability at most 1 head is 80 upon 100. Then you cancel this 0, 0. 2 fours are 8. 2 fives are 10. So your answer becomes 4 upon 5, because you cannot further simplify it. Okay, children. Now I think we are done with both the sub questions of this particular question, because that is what was asked to us. Now next is the question number 32. So here you can see a ball has 24 balls some are white and the remaining black. If the probability of drawing a white ball is twice that of drawing a black ball, find the number of white balls. So a bag has 24 balls. This time total number of balls are given. Some are white and the remaining black. If the probability of drawing a white ball, so probability of drawing a white ball is twice the probability of drawing a black ball. So find the number of white balls it has said. So what you have to do is whichever number of balls you have to find, that you assume as X. Okay. So total number of balls is 24. So white balls, because we have to find that value, we'll assume it as X. Number of black balls is 24 minus X, because total number of balls in the bag is 24. And if you remove white balls out of it, it becomes 24 minus X. Okay, children. Now probability of drawing a white ball is twice the probability of drawing a black ball. Okay. So number of white balls is equal to X. We have to find that. Now solution is probability of drawing a white ball is equal to number of event upon number of sample space. Number of event will be X. Okay. Because that relation is given to us, we'll have to substitute that value and then find the value of X. So X upon 24 is the probability of drawing a white ball. Probability of drawing a black ball is number of events upon number of sample space, that is 24 minus X upon 24. So probability of drawing a white ball is X upon 24. 2 into 24 minus X, which is the number of black ball, 24 minus X upon 24. Okay. Now 24 gets cancelled. So we get X is equal to 2 into 24 is 48 minus 2X. Okay, children. Now we'll bring this 2X to this side. So we get X plus 2X, because negative becomes plus. So X plus 2X is equal to 48. X plus 2X is 3X. 3X is equal to 48. Now we want to find the value of X. So we'll take 3 to this side. So 48 divided by 3 is 16. So number of white balls is 16. Okay. Yes. So see to it that you write down the things properly with proper steps. And children, this particular chapter is really easy for you to score marks. So practice it, and really you will do well in this chapter. Now we go to question 33. So question 33 is, if two dice are rolled, what is the probability that the sum of the numbers on the dice is a prime number? And second is, the sum of the numbers on the dice is 8. So if two dice are rolled, we have to list the sample space, but you have to always remember, as I've told before, that if two dice are rolled, the number of sample space is 36, 6 square, because there are the faces, 6 faces with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 dice, so 6 square, that is 36. So 1, 1 and all this we have done before. So that's the sample space, and number of sample spaces 36. So you have to find the sum of the number on the dice is a prime number. And second, you have to find the sum of the number on the dice is 8. So one thing you have to find that the sum is a prime number. So let's see how to go about this. Prime number means you will start with 2. As I have told before, 1 is neither prime nor composite. So sum of a number on a dice is a prime number. So we go 1, 1, then 2, 1, because 2 plus 1 is 3. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5, because again 5 is a prime number. So when you're listing, what you can do is, you can list first prime numbers. So 2, 3, 5, because till 12. 6 plus 6 is 12. So children, I'll just tell you the trick. What you do is, you list down on the addition of the numbers on the faces. You know that we can get 2, then we can get 3, we can get 4. 4 is not a prime number, so we'll not list that. We can get 5 as a prime number, 7, 8, 9 is not a prime number, so don't list it. 11 until 12 only, because 6 plus 6 is 12. So between 2 to, 2 to 1 to 12 actually, but 1 is also not possible. So 2 to 12, because 1 plus 1, as 1 is there on one of the face, and if 1 is there on the other face of the dice, then 1 plus 1 is 2. So actually between 2 and 12 you have to list all the prime numbers. So here you can see 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11. So now when you are forming the possibilities, so you can see 1 and 1 will give you 2, 2 comma 1 will give you 3 and 1 comma 2. For 5, 3 comma 2 can give you 5. 4 comma 1 also can give you 5. Then for 7, 5 comma 2 will give you 7, 2 comma 5 will give you 7. 6 comma 1 will give you 7, 1 comma 6 will give you 7. 4 comma 3 will give you 7, 3 comma 4 also will give you 7. So all the possibilities for that particular prime number you have to list. Now for 11 it is only one possibility, because see 1 plus 10, if you take 10 is not there on any of the face of the dice. Then if you take 11, 9 plus 2 for 11, even that 9 is not available. So only one possibility, 6 plus 5 and 5 plus 6. Okay. So now number of events is 15 when you count it. So probability that a sum of the number on a dice is a prime number, number of event upon number of sample space, that is 15 upon 36. And when you cancel it, you get 3 5s are, 3 1s are, 3 2s are. So 5 upon 12. Okay, children. Now we go to the next. So in the next part, it is said sum of the number on the dice is 8. So sum of the number on the dice is 8. So 2 comma 6, because when you are saying 8, you have to check for all the possibility. So 1, if you are taking 1 beginning number, but 1 plus 7 is 8, 7 is not there on the dice. So we select 2. 2 plus 6 is 8, 6 plus 2. Okay, you have to take the reverse. Then go to 3. So 3 plus 5 is 8. So again the reverse, 5 comma 3. And then 4 plus 4 is 8. Okay. So we have taken all the possibilities now. Number of event becomes 5 therefore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number of event is 5. Now the probability of sum of the number on the dice is 8. Is number of event upon number of sample space, that is 5 upon 36. Okay, now you can't simplify it, so just keep it like that. Okay, children. Now we go to the next question, 34 question. Now in 34 question, you can see that it said there are 16 red balls and some white balls in a box. If probability of getting a red ball is 2 upon 3 of getting a white ball, how many white balls are there in the box? So again, we have been given the number of red balls. We have to find the number of white balls, and the probability is given to us. Relation of probability of getting a red ball is means equal to sign 2 upon 3 of probability getting a white ball. So let's see. First you have to write number of red balls is 16. Number of white balls, we have to assume it as x. So sample space becomes 16 plus x. Now probability of getting a red ball is 2 upon 3 of probability getting a white ball. So number of white balls, we assume we have to find that value x. Now solution, first find the probability of getting a red ball. So number of events will be the when we are finding the probability, number of events will be number of red balls. So 16 upon 16 plus x. Probability of getting a white ball is number of events upon number of sample space, that is x upon 16 plus x again. So now you substitute 16 upon 16 plus x is equal to 2 upon 3 bracket x upon 16 plus x. Now as you can see, this is multiplication in between when you are writing bracket. So that gives you the authority that you can cancel the 16 plus x and 16 plus x, because if there was plus sign or minus sign in between, you cannot cut the denominator. But as it is multiplication, because when you take it over here, it will become multiplication, and multiplication means it will come in the numerator, and you can cut numerator and denominator. That's the reason you can cut over here both the denominator, and you can cut over here both the numerators as well. So 2 ones are 2 eights are 16. Now when you bring this 3 to this side, it becomes 8 threes are 24. Therefore you get the value of x as 24. So number of white balls is equal to 24 balls. Okay children. Now we go to the next question, the 35th question. There are 30 blue balls and x red balls in a bag. A ball is drawn at random from the bag. Write down in terms of x an expression for the probability that the ball drawn is red. Given that the probability is 7 upon 13, find x. So now you have been given 30 blue balls and x red balls. So you are able to find the sample space because there are only blue and red balls in the bag. Okay. You have to write down the probability of drawing a red ball with x, expression x. You have to write it down. And after that, if they have been given that probability of red is 7 upon 13, you have to find the value of x. Now this question you all are going to solve as homework, and you all are going to post it. Post the pictures, and I'll tell you whether you have done correctly. Now we go to the next question, question 36. A boy had 32 rupee coins, 25 1 rupee coin, and 20 50 paise coins in a coin box. If he picks up a coin from the box, what is the probability that it is a 2 rupee coin? Either 2 rupee coin or 1 rupee coin. So when it is either or 1, either 2 or 1, you have to consider both the possibilities and not 1 rupee coin. So your children, number of coins which are given, we have to consider that. So 30, 25 and 20, when you add, that becomes our sample space. So just see, sample space is 30 coins plus 25 coins plus 20 coins, and when we add we get 75 coins. We have to find that the probability rupee 2 coin, either 2 rupee or 1 rupee coin, or not 1 rupee coin. So your event is when we are writing 2 rupee coin event, because probability we have to find for 2 rupee coins. So 30 coins becomes our number of event. So number of event upon number of sample space, that is 30 upon 75. When we divide both the numbers with 3, it becomes 10 upon 25. And then we can further divide it with 5. So 5 2s are 5 5s are 25. So it becomes 2 upon 20, 2 upon 5 as the answer. After that, event is either 2 or 1. So both the condition, 30 coins of 2 and 25 coins of 1. So when we add, we get 55, and that becomes our number of event. So probability either 2 rupee or 1 rupee coin, number of events is 55 upon 75. And when we cancel, we get 11 upon 15, because we'll cancel it with 5. So 5 11s are 55, 5 1s are 2 carry over, 5 5s are 25. So 11 upon 15. After that, we have to find event, not a 1 rupee coin. So not a 1 rupee coin means it is going to be, here you can see that 50 paise coin, or it can be 2 rupee coin, because there are 3 types of coins. One is 2 rupee from the question, 2 rupee coin, 1 rupee coin, and 50 paise coin. So if they are saying not 1 rupee coin, it can be either of the two. So what we have to say when not word is there, I told you that whatever number of coins are given for 1 rupee, that is 25 coins for 1 rupee, you subtract 25 from the sample space, that is 75. So you get 50 coins. So that becomes your number of event now. So 50 upon 75. And when you divide it with 5, 5 tens are 50, 5 ones are 2 carry over, 5 fives are 25. So 5 15s are 75. So 10 upon 15, again you can see it is divisible. So 5 twos are 5 threes are. So your answer becomes 2 upon 3. Okay, children. So now we have finished this exercise. You are going to solve all the questions and you're going to post the pictures with the homework questions. Okay, children. Thank you very much. Keep on practicing and you can really do well in this chapter. Don't worry. If you have any doubt, please ask me. Thank you.